With over 4.4 billion email users worldwide, your business can't afford not to have email marketing. And unlike the ever-changing algorithms of Meta, Google, TikTok, and every other social media platform, email marketing has stayed consistent for decades. It's one of the easiest ways to improve your profitability, reduce your reliance on paid advertising, and also just better understand your customers. But most brands have a very underdeveloped, underutilized, and just downright sad email marketing strategy. And I get it. There's a lot to know with email marketing, and there's also some big pitfalls that a lot of people fall into. And in this video, I'm going to help you master email marketing and give you some of the strategies that generate our clients millions of dollars per year. Before we dive into the strategy, we need to start by building an email list. And before you even look at building an email list, you need to know the cardinal rule of email marketing. Never, I repeat, never buy or rent lists. This can lead to low engagement, brand damage, and potential legal issues as well. Instead, we recommend creating valuable content or offers like free ebooks, training, webinars that encourage users to willingly share their email instead of unwillingly and unknowingly. Landing pages, pop-ups, and prompts as people are checking out on your website are a few strategies that we use for list building. Make sure that users actually opt in and that you're checking your anti-spam laws and regulations for your country. You don't want to end up in any sort of legal issues with email. Now, before you start sending your campaigns and building out your flows, hold your horses. One of the things we see brands neglect the most is just maintaining a healthy list. Look at it this way. If you're on a dating app, let's say Tinder, and you get matched up with someone who swipes right, if you send them a message and they don't reply, are you going to send them 10 more messages? I hope not. That would be weird. But it's the same thing with email, only most people don't really think about it. If someone hasn't clicked, opened, or otherwise engaged with your emails in the last 30, let's say 60, 90 days, do you really want to keep sending them emails? The answer should be obvious. No, they aren't interested. Just take the hint and suppress them from your list. Now, you're going to want to watch the list cleaning video if you're trying to do this right, because it's a pretty big topic. And if you don't do list cleaning properly, you have a higher likelihood of ending up in spam. And most brands don't even know that they're ending up in spam. So here's what you want to do if you don't want to end up in the spam folder. You want to regularly clean your lists, and you want to remove unengaged subscribers or bounced emails. What this helps to do is maintain a higher engagement rate, which is absolutely critical to avoiding spam filters and ensuring your emails actually reach the inbox. But that's not all. List cleaning in and of itself isn't going to generate you millions from email. The segmentation is absolutely key to any sort of email marketing strategy. Now, just before I dive into that, one of the biggest pitfalls that we see brands make is just not segmenting at all, i.e. just batching and blasting everyone on their list. What this is going to lead to is just lower engagement, higher unsubscribe rates, higher marked as spam rates, and overall less revenue in your pocket. And this is because segmenting your list allows for targeted, relevant content delivery. You're able to connect with your audience at the right place, at the right time, with the right message. Think about it this way. If I just went to Lululemon and I bought a sweater, does it really make sense for me to get an email 3 days later promoting the exact same sweater I just bought? No. And here's why. If I just bought the product, one of three things are true. Number one, I have not received the product yet. Number two, I don't like the sweater. And number three, I love the sweater, but I'm not going to buy the exact same sweater 3 days later. In any one of these scenarios, I hope you can see it really makes no sense for me to receive an email featuring that same sweater that I just bought. By segmenting, you can significantly improve your engagement and ROI, even though you're sending to a smaller section of your list. Now, people want to receive your emails. They signed up, they want to receive them. Make sure they don't regret it by sending them and peppering them with irrelevant content. Now, this is where a lot of brands end up going wrong. And before I dive into the types of content that work really well, here's what doesn't work really well. Generic content that provides no value to the recipient. Every single email that you send should be valuable to the person on the receiving end. If I'm interested in a clothing brand and I've indicated that my preferences are men's clothing, don't send me an email with women's clothing or baby's clothing. Simple, right? Yes, but so many brands don't think about it. This is a super obvious example, but the point is, think about the recipient and make sure every email is actually relevant to them. This could be through personalized recommendations, useful discounts, relevant content, I don't know who needs to hear this, but every email doesn't have to be a sale. Sure, if it's on brand, roll with it, but also consider sending some other types of campaigns like value-based campaigns, product spotlight, bestsellers, tips and tricks, other types of campaigns like this, and following these guidelines will definitely help you to get more revenue per email. But in order to really get people to actually open and engage with your emails, you need to write compelling subject lines and preview text that encourages people to actually open the email. But the open is just the first step. When people open the email, you need to make sure that your email copy and email design is clear, concise, and engaging. Remember this, and you'll be ahead of 90% of email marketers. The subject line is to get people to open the email, and the email is actually to get people to click. You don't need to list every single thing that's going on within your company in an email. In fact, this will lead to overwhelm, decision fatigue, and fewer sales. So I hope this video helped you better master email marketing. And if you did enjoy it, I invite you to like and subscribe. And if you do have a D2C brand doing at least $50,000 a month in revenue, I invite you to apply to work with us. There's a link in the description below. If you click on that, you can go ahead, apply to work with us, and we'll see if it's a good fit. Thanks so much, and have a great day.